Alright, hey guys, this is Maniac.
And it's Pletcher here. Hello.
And hey, what's going on? And
I don't know.
today we're going to be talking about the Resident Evil reveal trailer that came out.
Yes, sir.
So it's going.
I'm excited. I was popping Major Woody as soon as I saw it.
I can top you with that. I actually got off inside my pants. I had to clean up.
Well, yeah, I think you got me there.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, so it looks really good, and to talk about it, I guess the main story takes place. Well, obviously it's called Village, Resident Evil 8, and the main story, I guess, it follows or takes place after Resident Evil 7, the same characters and everything in it, and Chris is...
Including Chris, yep. Chris,
yeah.
that douche.
And so, I guess Chris is supposed to be, the main... I don't know if the main, but, I guess, the main guy that's actually pursuing you, kind of. Which...
I don't know. I think he's gonna be the antagonist.
Yeah, I mean...
Something's gonna happen, and he's gonna end up being the antagonist. That's what I think is gonna happen. Because I think they're trying to develop Ethan more because he was boring as shit in Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, he didn't have much speaking or any real personality. No. But real quick, the question that you asked me for the first Resident Evil 8 discussion, what do you think happens in between the end of Resident Evil 7, the beginning of Resident Evil 8? What do you think took place?
Okay, so if I remember correctly, I think there was a lot of speculation that Ethan was already working for Umbrella. But if not, I'm going to say that Chris and the rest of the people who were there to save him kind of persuaded him to join. And what I think is going to happen, or what I thought was going to happen, was that it was going to be, they were doing some kind of experiment or something. Excuse me. And Ethan was going to see what they were doing to people. And it would make Ethan, take off. And then Chris was going to be the antagonist coming after you. Kind of like Nemesis or something like that. From Resident Evil 3. And that's what I think it was going to happen. And then I was thinking that now that it's confirmed to be Resident Evil Village, now what I was thinking was that they tracked down more of this. What was the virus in Resident Evil 7 called? I can't remember.
The C virus.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say that sounds like Resident Evil 6 with Chris and
T.
Okay.
I believe the T virus.
The virus from Resident Evil 7 that shit, man, I have to play through the game again. What's the little girl's name again?
Evelyn,
yes. With it being Resident Evil Village, I think what I thought is gonna happen now is they're gonna track down where more of this virus, or a ground zero, basically, is at this said village, and then it's gonna come down to a couple of things, and then Chris and Ethan are gonna end up fighting. There's gonna be something going on with Chris and Ethan. That much I can be clear. I'm pretty certain of.
Yeah.
Kind of an old versus new kind of thing.
Yeah, I have a similar point of view. So whenever Resident Evil 7, spoiler alert if none of you have, played through it or finished it, is that, when Ethan is rescued by Chris, they get into a helicopter and the game ends whenever they're flying away. I assume that the helicopter is going to get in some kind of a crash, or there'll be, breaking news and they'll have to be like, sorry Ethan, we're taking a detour or something. And then after they either crash land or, land at the investigation site or whatever, is that, Ethan's gonna get out and just be like, just standing by, and Chris is gonna take off, and then something's gonna happen to Chris, and then Ethan will be informed, and he's gonna have to go out looking for Chris, and that's when the zombies and like witches and everything will come out.
I think in the trailer that werewolf / like Locust from Gears of War looking thing.
Yeah,
I think that's Chris. I think that maybe he's gonna get drunk with power or something like that, and he's gonna think that he can inject himself with whatever virus is gonna be in this game, or a continuation of the virus from before, and it's gonna he's gonna get drunk with power, and he's gonna do that, or he's gonna get himself in a situation where it gets injected to him against his will.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard for me to believe that Chris, the very first guy in the first Resident Evil game, is like gonna betray the whole entire, bioterror. I guess Stars wasn't paying him enough, and Umbrella was like, here, we'll pay you like 5 times as much if you turn. Like,
but you never know if he has the opportunity to be more it could be like the Albert Wesker effect. You know what I mean? Like Resident Evil 5,
yeah.
he was a Stars member. I think he was undercover, but he was a quote unquote Stars member. So I mean, it could be the same thing with Chris. Maybe they're trying to flush Chris out because he's been in God knows how many Resident Evil games, and they're trying to make room for more people.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, time will tell. 2021.
Yeah.
We'll put the link of the video in the description down below, so any of you guys that haven't seen it can check it out.
Side note, I think it's bullshit that they revealed this trailer in the PS5 event. I don't care if you like PlayStation or Xbox, but that's a cross-platform game. That should have just been like its own thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I find it. Well, I mean, just like you and me have said, like we're not biased. Like Xbox is better than PlayStation. PlayStation's better than Xbox. And
yeah, I don't care what you play on. I hate what I hate the most is seeing people argue about their specified console in like comment threads and stuff. It irritates the shit out of me because it's like it's not your personal money. So why do you give a shit what somebody wants to spend their money on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I mean, it's kind of like the same situation where like I became friends with one of Pineapple's friends, and he didn't like the games that I had on my Steam account, and he said like uninstall them, and I'm like,
no,
like he didn't have any of the games. I had them, and he's just like, I don't like those games, so uninstall them. And I'm like,
fuck him for that.
like, fuck you, dude. It's like they're my games. I enjoy playing them.
Exactly.
Like I'm not gonna uninstall them just to please you.
Yeah, fuck him for that. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's your money, dude. Like, if you want to go out and buy a PS5, then go ahead. You want to spend that? I'm gonna say $600 to $700 on the new consoles. And if you want to put the money towards making a PC, go ahead. You want to get a Series X, go ahead. Like, who fucking cares? But
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, back on topic.
I would like to also see some kind of multiplayer. I think that would be cool. Because I don't.
Yeah,
I think
mean,
they had.
Trailer didn't make it look like it was really multiplayer, but maybe
they might add something, because this was just the announcement. Like, they're just saying like, hey, this is a thing, we're working on it. So you never know. Like 2021 is still, I guess, at least 6 months away. So they could be done with the main campaign. They could be doing something with multiplayer now. Like, who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
I know it's like what is that? Asymmetric multiplayer games. where it's like one big strong dude versus like 4 or 5 other people. That's been like
Resident
a really
Evil
big.
Resistance.
Is that what it is? I haven't played Resident Evil 3 yet.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's
that- okay,
four
so, like-
survivors are captured and held prisoner, and they're
Okay.
being put through tests by one mastermind.
Okay, so like that, or like Dead by Daylight, or Friday the 13th, Doom
Yeah.
Eternal. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they implemented that somewhere, where it's gonna be like maybe one
Yeah.
super badass like Ethan character versus 3 or 4 of the infected.
Yeah, it seems like they're doing that a lot with like games now. They're coming out with single player games and then having like a side thing where you can play multiplayer online.
I mean, that's fine, because, like, I enjoy both single-player and multiplayer games. So if you can
Yeah,
give me a game that can do both, like Resident Evil 6, like, the story you can play by yourself, but you can also do multiplayer.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves you can play by yourself, too. But that's more fun when you have friends to play with. But, like,
Yeah. But I think that they're trying to cater to both, like...
And that's fine, because whenever, like, Battlefront 2 came out, they were trying, or no, the first one, there was no story with it. It was just online only. So
Yeah.
if Resident Evil can implement something that's both a good story and good multiplayer, that could be a game that they could support for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, like I think they're trying to cater to both, like couch co-op and single player people.
Yeah, and I mean, that's good. They need to.
Yeah, I mean, if they
But-
want to hold their fan base and grow their fan base, then they.
I want to know.
Like it's
where-
just a shame that. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was interrupting you. I was just going to say, I kind of want to know where this one's taking place at. Because from the trailer, it looks like a snowy area. You know what I mean? Like, I think you were saying, like, it looks like some kind of Russian place.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, I want to know where it's taking place at. That seems pretty interesting. They're trying to switch it up because they did one in Spain for Resident Evil 4. They did Africa for Resident Evil 5. They did apparently all over the fucking world in Resident Evil 6. They did Louisiana in Resident Evil 7. So if they're gonna keep it like in reality, like it'd be cool if they did it in like Russia or something like that. Kind of give people a different perspective on the world in which they don't live. You know what I mean? I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't. Oh yeah, I was saying, like, I think that they should, like, besides Resident Evil 5 and 6, I think they should put, like, a co-op, 2-player co-op, or a 2 to 4-player co-op.
They could even do that for the multiplayer. Like, it could also be like a different story almost.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of development, but that would be cool. Like, they could have the single-player campaign, and then if you wanted to do, like, a co-op, it's like a completely same, like, in-canon storyline, but it's just a branch off of what,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
single-player
like,
was.
just so, like, not like Resident Evil 6 where they have 4 campaigns, but, like, just have one campaign, have, like, a slightly different campaign for multiplayer.
Yeah.
Or co-op. But, like,
Anything to try to give the game a little bit more of a longer shelf life than Resident Evil 7. Because, I mean, Resident Evil 7 was fun, but, like, it was, as far as I know, it was only single player. I don't think they had a multiplayer in there. I know they had some bonus games and stuff like that, but it was like you can only play that so many times before you get bored. Unless you try to play the game in VR, which I have, and maybe if I think about it, I can record it for a Let's Play, and so people can laugh at me whenever I get jump scared.
But, I mean, yeah, like, Resident Evil, I mean, as fun as Resident Evil 7 was, it was,
Single
I
player.
feel like it just didn't have the longevity of, like gets back to the roots Resident Evil game.
Well, because it wasn't in third person, and they didn't have that weird fixed camera angle. But as far as everything else, it nailed it right on the coffin. Like you know, it was in a house, resident, and it was full of evil people. Like, it doesn't get much more basic than that.
Yeah. And I mean, both me and you agreed on this that, like, for maybe Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil 10, maybe like a few games, is that like there would be like a really, really big, like, you know, massive, like, cause or something that all of the Resident Evil
people from the previous games come together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like who's one we haven't seen in a while? Sheva from Resident Evil 5. We haven't seen her since then. Who else?
I haven't seen Jill.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure she's not dead.
Yeah.
Claire.
Claire. Chris. Pierce. Well, Pierce couldn't come back because didn't he die at the end of Resident Evil 6? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, he died.
Alright, well, fuck him.
Fuck him.
Everyone else, though, who's at the end of their story arc was alive. I think that there's like some kind of evil that is so massive that they have to gather everybody, and it's not like something like Resident Evil 6 where you have to play as all their stories, but you can choose your character. It would just be nice to have that option just to see them all come back for one big game.
Yeah, and for like everybody coming together, like Jill, Chris, Claire, Leon, you know, Elena, like maybe even Jake, like having everybody all come back together is that you could have like 4-player co-op, and each person could choose like one of the, you know, like 10 to 15 people. Because there's Rebecca Chambers, she hasn't been one in a while.
Yeah.
And Ada, well, she was in, Resident Evil 6. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that haven't been in Resident Evil recently that, you know, they could all come together for like one big, greater cause to be. It could be like 2 parts, just like, you know, movies or something.
Yeah.
But,
I think that would
yeah,
be
so.
cool.
Yeah, I do think that would be pretty cool too. But, yeah, I mean.
Anything else you want to add to it?
No, not really. I mean,
there's really not much to go off of until we see more of it.
Well, yeah, and I mean, just like real quick, is that, you know, they're, like from Resident Evil 7, there was basically like Jack and just, you know, the family, and then Molded. And so it's going to be, I can imagine they're going to have like, you know, witches to keep you on your toes and other zombies.
Yeah, I want to see a bigger variety. Like, they had a couple different varieties of Molded, but it still wasn't like anything to write home about. It was still
Molded.
Yeah.
Yeah, like. So
but then again, if it's the same virus, you know, it's not. I guess it could affect people differently. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm really not looking for the variety of like Left 4 Dead, but maybe like, you know, just
something
a decent amount.
Yeah, I think Resident Evil 7 kind of nailed it with the amount of enemies to try to keep the tension there, but to also give you enough action to satisfy it until you get to your next battle, because a lot of that game was suspense and you know, shock wave and, you know, shock scares and like jump scares and stuff like that, which you know, that's typical for horror nowadays. It can't just be scary. It has to be like loud music and stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, so at the, you know, in the description we'll put the link to see the video if you guys already haven't seen it. But I think we're gonna wrap this video up. So I hope you guys stay tuned, that you enjoyed this video, and that you either click the 2 links above us or you can check our channel. Should be like right there. So I'm Maniac.
And I'm Fletcher.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
Yep.